And you know, shit, when it comes to it, I gotta get ready for the motherfucking day because, you know what I'm saying? Niggas is just waking up, just getting the kids together. So we gonna go ahead and get this started. Just about how to read minds and stuff like that, you know. Because it's always about finding out where a thought leads or a feeling leads to. You know what I'm saying? So when you gotta become aware, you know what I'm saying, you can become aware of space and things. You know what I'm saying? And that first, the space you gotta become aware of is your goddamn space. But, you know, when it comes to psychism and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, it's just really understanding the psyche. And them is just basically, a lot of times, your chakras in the many filtering systems of the colors, numbers, and vibrations you be into as a spirit. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, you know, becoming aware and utilizing your masculine and feminine. And your masculine is just your externalization, and your feminine is just your internalization, what you take in from the world, and then what you push out to make up your space, and that's you and your parameter as a spirit. But you know, when it comes to reading mind, it's very simple because it's just finding out where a thought leads and things of that nature. So say you, for instance, you might have thoughts about something, right? And say you want to know, like, how to be successful in life, right? So, you know what I'm saying? Successful has already been here before you. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a certain thoughts and feelings and things of that nature that kind of make up that totality based upon what we can observe of what being successful is. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, let's get ready with Cito, with Zeus and stuff like that. But, you know, that's already a space and things. And to be honest, you know what I'm saying, we all make up that space. We all kind of contributed to that space with our thoughts and feelings and things. You know what I'm saying? That would be the accumulation. And whoever can kind of play out them characteristics and shit the best kind of can be successful. You know what I'm saying? Or just play out a large percentage, or harbor them characteristics and make that up in their life. You know what I'm saying? That they can be successful. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to like reading minds and stuff like that, you can see based upon what another individual is playing out and things, you know what I'm saying, what type of space they're in, you know what I'm saying? So are they balanced with their masculine and feminine? You know what I'm saying? How much of their space are they making up? You know what I'm saying? They're making up to be them as an individual. And do those match those qualities of what, you know what I'm saying, is in a direction of success, or what is in a direction of non-success? You know what I'm saying? So you would know that by you kind of, as the observer, playing out these qualities and these virtues and principles and things. Now, what happened, people get stuck into one version of these things. You know what I'm saying? So they may limit the way they see them success. You know what I'm saying? But see success happening. But what you got to do is simple. You know what I'm saying? You got to know where minds lead and things. You know what I'm saying? You got to know vibrations and shit like that. And a lot of us do this by default. That's why people in the hood, you know what I'm saying, when somebody is about to get successful, you know what I'm saying, or in your neighborhood, when somebody is, you start attracting more people, you know what I'm saying? People be on you like a magnet. People try to stop you, you know what I'm saying? So that's people already picking up on certain blood flows and stuff like that. They don't know why, but you know what I'm saying? They may be trying to, you know what I'm saying, attach themselves and may not know how, but they understand that you got the success formula. You and stuff like that. But you might have to direct them as to how they can be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So, you know, but you always want to make it about you though. You know what I'm saying? Because pretty much how you read minds and stuff like that is always take the thoughts and feelings and place it in somebody else's place. First of all, read your own mind. Like I said, say you want to be successful. Take the thoughts and feelings that you have accumulated about like the nervousness that you got about it. You know what I'm saying? As far as like expressing yourself, your creativities, or going for your path. Put that in another individual, in another body, and see how those thoughts and feelings play out. And then take somebody else that is successful, you know what I'm saying, and see if those thoughts and feelings that you put in that other body match up with the thoughts and feelings of the other person that is successful. And if they don't match and stuff like that, then that means you need to start developing better thoughts and feelings about your situation. Because if that person that is successful, you don't think they had them thoughts and feelings that you had to persevere and stuff like that, you know, then you need to have deep observation of what shit is, like practice. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm the spirit coach, because I do this shit on myself first, and then I see and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we straight up, we ready. We getting ready for the day. I gotta go get a haircut soon and shit like that. So, you know, gonna be a little scruff McGuff for about 2 days. You know, but it's all about the spirituality right now. It's all about the spirituality right now. You know, but yeah, you want to see if the thoughts that you got, you know what I'm saying, is in a space where they're leading to success. You know what I'm saying? Because that'd be the first thing before they get to the physical realm. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't be productive in the mind enough. You know, so y'all waste a lot of seconds, times, minutes out of spaces that you want to be in because of, you know what I'm saying, the things that's in the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension, and that accumulate all day. You know what I'm saying? That has been accumulated, and that distract us and take us away from being in the mental spaces that we want to be in. And so it's like you leave them spaces because you feel obligated. And then that's how you manifest being mentally obligation, and then it manifests to the physical, which is obligation in the physical. You know what I'm saying? But the better you can start to notice that's what you did with your mind and stuff like that, the better you can start to become aware of that's what you did. So you did that. So who can do something else now? You know what I'm saying? So you can't go blame it on Jesus Christ. You can't blame it on God because you did it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's how you, if you want to know how to read minds and stuff like that, you know, you just always realize the space that a person is in. And, you know what I'm saying, that is going to let you know that them thoughts and feelings and stuff like that, where they going to lead. So it don't matter what a person is actually saying at that point. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody knows spirit moved by force, spiritual force and things, and which is just basically awarenesses and creating thoughts and awarenesses, and those be having directions in general. But you know what I'm saying, when it comes to like traveling, is the, you know, in the spirit realm, You know, maybe that's the whole different thing. But that's what we're doing right now. We're traveling and shit like that, kind of taking y'all outside the regular little awarenesses that everybody be in. Um, but yeah, so always want to, keep yourself aware of certain things. And that awareness that you're gonna create, you know what I'm saying, is gonna help you become aware of other things. You know what I'm saying? And then you can start developing a consensus of where them things lead and stuff like that. Mhm. So it get deep in the psyche of reading minds and shit like that. Because you just read in mental forms. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. You know, the spirit moved by like desire. You know what I'm saying? It moved by desire. So if you got like, that's why I posted yesterday. Desires, your friends' desires are stronger than what they may be telling you, or what their desires is about accumulation. So it's like where you put a lot of your time into and your energy into when you're alone. That's why everybody got their own individual space, but everybody come together. So so desires can play out like that, where they take you apart, because whatever you desire out of life could be totally different from your family member. You know what I'm saying? From your close friend and things. Y'all may connect it upon something that in the external realm and shit like that. But if it ain't tied into y'all internal realm, like y'all desires and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? It could take you away. It could take you away from that person, or it could take that person, place, a thing from you. So you always want to make sure that you can be clairvoyant, clairsentient. So you can always remember how to kind of see what type of desires people in. You know what I'm saying? As a mature spirit, and then once you start realizing what type of desires people in, you can not take it so harsh and stuff like that. You know, from involving yourself with them when y'all share these similar interests, but at the end of the day, y'all urgencies for the same things ain't the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So that the desires get deep when it comes to how you get controlled as a spirit, and how much control you think you got. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, I want to be with my friend and stuff like that, but you got a desire to get a job and be safe, and that responsibilities. You got a desire to take care of your responsibilities, and you got a desire. Those are stronger than, you know what I'm saying, just average, you know what I'm saying, wants and shit like that. So you gotta start matching your desires with your wants. You know what I'm saying? Or transmuting your desires. You know what I'm saying? Making your desires new and things, and so you can come up with a new way to start getting what you desire and stuff like that. And that's how you transform and keep the old shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is early talk and shit with Cito. It ain't too early or whatever, but I just got to get to, you know what I'm saying, kids, some dinner. They was doing some letters and stuff like that. Getting ready to go to school out here. And yeah, man, we just about to set up the community out here in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Make sure motherfuckers is on point and things. You know what I'm saying? And everybody don't got negative desires, because that's what it's about. As long as everybody don't got negative desire, and the thing is, that shit get deep. That's like a lot of the world into their desires, you know. So and I haven't transmuted them, or just started on the verge of transmuting them. You know what I'm saying? Because you can have a desire to be normal and be around people that do, you know what I'm saying, like normal ways of thinking and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And stuff. I don't got them desires because I'm a number 9, and you could be a number 9 and have the desires, but I just know how to use my shit though. So I'll be like all the motherfucking. I can be all the numbers. So any number you add to me is gonna come out back out to your number. But um, um, yeah. So yeah, you just gotta have. Y'all ain't gotta have completely the same desires, but y'all gotta have the same desires though, like to really like the same urgencies. You know what I'm saying? The same passions. You know, they got to be directed in the same areas. Sulada said, be with the people that are proactive in reality level bar and individuals themselves. Right. Because that's a good desire to have, just to be an individual and not be like, you know what I'm saying, be an individual amongst other individuals. You ain't got to be a sheep amongst other individuals. You can be yourself amongst other individuals. You know? Um, but yeah, so that's what we doing. We setting up. And that's how you read minds. A lot of the words that people say are attached to uh, certain vibrations and ideas and mental forms, but they don't even know it. So what you say is important. You know what I'm saying? And how you use words is important. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people use words as a shield for their desires. You know what I'm saying? They'll say hold one thing, but it'll be pointing to a desire if you spiritually aware and know how to pick it up. And it may desire may to be safe. That desire may be to take non-accountability. They'll make it think you think like it's your fault. Like so um so yeah, so if you are this individual, then you gotta understand that it's people aware now that you may not be able to get away with the same things, and then so you can start shedding them desires, and you can have some other types of desires and things. You know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to the reflector. Um, you know, look at this guy. Yeah, but when you have that shit set up, you know, in your life and stuff, then you can move on. Feel me? I'm gonna hit this hair a little bit. Get juicy. I gotta get a little juicy today. A little juicy. I'm gonna spray. Feel me? Yeah, but that's all it is. Take it for what it is. If you the person that know the person and they desires them, and you try to force them to work with you and stuff like that. Well, let's say you still work with them, you can end up developing like a situation that manifests where like you was associating yourself with them for like ulterior motives type things. You may have been associating yourself with that person, place, or thing for ulterior motives. when you know you shouldn't have. You know? So, nah, people can change, you know what I'm saying? People can change. Everybody can change. Every spirit can change. Every spirit can change now. Get that shit. You know what I'm saying? Gotta give people grace a little bit. We all gotta give each other grace, you know. You know. Yeah, my hair look a little bit hydrated now. My shit was dry as hell. Shit was dry as hell. Yeah, but the masculine would be like the actual information that you picking up on, like what the person actually saying and things, or the what they utilize, in a 1, 2, and 3rd, which would be like they force energy and stuff like that. And then the feminine would be the he said, "How you feel today, man?" I just feel like Zeus, man. Feel like flying through the skies, teaching and shit like that. Feeling like Zeus, man. On Mount Olympus, teaching with the motherfucking other planets and shit. Feeling like Zeus, man. But the feminine would be like the behind the scene aspect of what that person is saying. You know what I'm saying? So, what they may be, what may be the feeling of it or the vibration of it. The feeling of it, you know what I'm saying? Or some type of intuitiveness that you can connect the memory, the emotion, the vibration, stuff like that. But yeah. So, yeah, that's how you do that shit. You heard? But yeah, it's just about becoming aware of mental forms and things. You know what I'm saying? So that's how even what they would call that on a lower vibrational level would be statistics. You heard? So statistics is like calculations and shit like that based upon like habits and things and all that. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the higher vibration of that, which would be like knowing how to read mental forms and based upon what a person is into, their environment. You know what I'm saying? A person can only come to a handful of conclusions on how to, how to come up with like a damn solution for themselves. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these things that people pick, especially if you into astrology, you can see these things a mile away. You know what I'm saying? You can see what a person trying to come to a conclusion a mile away. Like, for real. And then, and the females know that the most. They know that the most because they already be in the emotional realm. So they test you in other ways and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? To see if you smart in that realm as well. But this spirituality, and this is how you do that shit. You feel me? And I don't know what everybody else talking about as far as reading. Like, if you think you're gonna read somebody's mind and you can, that's what everything is in reverse. So everything down here is an allegory to what they're actually doing, and it's what we all actually doing already. So when you see people on TV reading minds and stuff like that, and they can hear people talking and things, that's just, you can hear vibrations. That's just a representation of us being able to hear vibrations and shit like that. So you'll be able to hear, you know what I'm saying, what type of chakra somebody in, or a language. In the language, a language is how people move, you know what I'm saying? So how they language, or do they move like this sigil, this sign, this snake, this, you know what I'm saying, this shark, this, you know what I'm saying? So it's like picking up languages. That's what they try to show as the allegory. So you gotta understand, ain't nothing, they don't hide nothing, ain't nothing, everything hidden in plain sight. It's just the people don't know it, you know what I'm saying? Humanity don't know it. But yeah, so like when they show that, you know, the language, you know, hearing somebody communicate and things, or in hearing somebody talk, or whatever, that's just an allegory for you hearing, you know what I'm saying? Or you being able to see what type of space somebody is in, and that's what they about to write out. You know what I'm saying? That's the story they about to write. That's the thought they about to write. You know what I'm saying? That's the sign and symbol that they about to create. It can look like Jesus Christ symbol. You know what I'm saying? If they into religion, you know what I'm saying? It could look like anti-Semitic or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It can look like that shit. You know what I'm saying? It can look like Ceito symbol. You know what I'm saying? Now, I got my own symbol, so I write out my own things. You know what I'm saying? I got a whole different. That's why if you read my mind and stuff like that. If you ain't in the space, you might go crazy. Real shit, try to fuck with me and stuff like that. So you got to know how to write your own symbol, how your own word. That's what sigils is, and things. You know what I'm saying? Nothing get done without a sigil in this world and stuff. So you got to have a logo. You got to have a name, that type of shit. But yeah, so you know, like I said, for right now, we being chaotic protection. Yeah, you can have a protection protection symbols and shit like that. Anytime something reminds you of a space where you feel protected and stuff like that, you can encapsulate that. You know what I'm saying? In some way, shape, or form. Now, how strong that is to take you through that current, it depends on how much energy you put into that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't believe that magic and shit like that, you're gonna end up right back where you start. So you have to know your own process and proper application. You know, your own process and proper application. You know, because what work for me might not work for you or the next individual. Especially we come from different circumstances, different background, different people. We all experiencing similar shit though. You know what I'm saying? We all experience similar shit, so we can help each other in ways. You know what I'm saying? Being examples to each other. All type of shit. Being examples for ourselves and things, and you'll be helping people in ways you don't know. You know, and stuff. You be dealing with a lot of energy, and then, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's the thing, man. Everybody got to get on the mental accord, and know what the fuck they're doing. You know what I'm saying? When utilizing these words like spirituality and stuff like that, y'all utilizing, like I said, that's how I was able to see. That's how I was able to read the minds of the fake woke. Because I'm like, okay, I know what spirituality is. But when I start to observe the minds and the actions and the vibrations, which would be the emotions and feelings of what people attaching to when they talk about spirituality, that don't look like that. You know what I'm saying? That's all. That don't look like that. It don't look like that to me. You know, And I know I've been done enough work and spiritual, you know, companies to kind of know, you know, okay, this is a real thing. You know what I'm saying? So what is everybody here doing that's with it? You know what I'm saying? What is everybody here that's doing? What y'all doing with it? You know, so you gotta match that energy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta match that energy. You know, you gotta relate that thought, that idea. See if is that idea relatable amongst others. You know what I'm saying? See how that idea relates amongst others. You know, how does the idea of what you're doing relate amongst the first of all, whatever you calling yourself? You know what I'm saying? And the success stories and the negative stories. And if you ain't ever seen nobody successful into that, don't even get lost into what success is. You know what I'm saying? Success is subjective. You know, but it's it's objective too, because you can make it operation. You can talk, but what are you doing in reality? Right, exactly. You can talk a lot. That's what I'm saying. Everybody be lost in mental forms. You know? They worship a mental form, the mental formation of doing something, but not actually doing something. It's a difference. You know? But yeah, we got Mercury and Libra too. So, you know, this is relating your ideas and getting balance for your ideas. You know what I'm saying? And getting and wanting to match and be a match to how you think and communicate and getting reciprocated from that. This is that energy. So you can't be sitting around crying like, I want this to happen for me and things, and you ain't even matching the energy of that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta match that. You know. But yeah, so really, that's pretty much it. Reading minds 101. Knowing, relating thoughts amongst others, seeing where them thoughts and feelings lead. You know what I'm saying? Paying attention to the masculine expressions, what somebody actually saying, communication, ideas, point of reference. You know what I'm saying? Externalization, and then, you know what I'm saying, the vibration and how they're making that idea work and how they're connected to it. And then once you can see, okay, how they're connected to it and stuff like that, you can take that thought and feeling and see if that aligns with whatever they're pointing at as far as success and whatever they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever they want to accomplish and shit like that. Because some people will be talking a good game and their vibration won't, they might not be receiving what they want to be. Because you got to receive what you want to be too. So you got to think it and then you got to receive it. You know what I'm saying? And receive it is being in a place of, you know, coming at the, you know, the development stage. You can have the thoughts and feelings, but if you're not willing to receive the thoughts in the way they may come, because they may not come in a way that's you may be used to. You know what I'm saying? You may not be used to receiving, doing some shit like hopping online and talking about that and thinking that can really be possible or something like that. You may not receive, you got to be in tune with your feminine too. You know, you may not receive this good knowledge. God tell you that sit your ass down and do this meditation and listen to this and write this down. You may not receive it too. You can think it all day. You know what I'm saying? You can go make money for it all day and stuff, but it got to be matched. It got to be in balance. It got to be in balance with things. What they talking about? This message is here for review. What I doing? Oh yeah, that's folks. Yeah, shout out to Sulada. You talking this shit in the comments. You know, yin yang shit, yin yang. Yeah. All right, but yeah, man, I'm gonna get up with y'all and stuff a little bit later. I'm about to motherfucking hop in, and I'm gonna probably do a little Mercury and Libra reel on my Instagram and stuff like that. And y'all make sure y'all tap in. If you ain't part of the clubhouse, go get that clubhouse. If you need a chart reading, I'm doing those $25 at CeitoWorld.com. It's a basic chart write up. And then, you know, we got Ceito's Clubhouse popping, where we have, the the membership where you can meet with me monthly, or you know what I'm saying, we kick game with your astrology chart, see where you currently at, where you need to focus at. And then we got the $5 membership too, where the game is posted in the clubhouse. You get that, hit me, ask me questions, whatever you want to do with that, stuff like that. Other than that, Chicago, we got Chicago. We here now. I run a spiritual community, so we're gonna try to set up shop. I'm gonna see what it's about. If it ain't shit, then I'm gonna go somewhere else. I'm gonna move to a different city. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't shit and stuff like that. So hopefully it ain't shit. You heard? Get y'all ass in the game. I wish I had my whistle, but I don't. But you know what I'm saying? You now drinking wine and Zeus, bitch.